Hello YouTube. I noticed that my previous video, it's titled Winter Driving Tips, and really there's a tip on there for winter, and it's not really a driving tip. So I figured, hey, that's not fair. You know, you click on the video to maybe learn something, and you get nada. And especially with what's going on in the areas that don't typically get a lot of snow, and they're looking for advice on how to drive in these conditions, they weren't getting it from that. So I figured I should maybe make a video to help you out and when it comes to driving in conditions such as this. And I really would like to start off with, you know, what you're driving, whether it be an all-wheel drive vehicle or a front-wheel drive vehicle or a rear-wheel drive vehicle. What you need to learn is, if you have a four-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive vehicle, it gives you a false sense of security. Why? Because they can accelerate faster than a front-wheel drive or a rear-wheel drive vehicle in these conditions. However, when it comes to steering and stopping, every car is on the same playing field. Okay? The dynamics there are all going to be the same. And that's where people get themselves into trouble in the pickup trucks and the SUVs. So what you need to take into consideration is the tires that you have on your vehicle and the conditions you're driving in, and realize that you need to have a good set of tires on your vehicle. Summer tires, throw them right out the window. Don't even go outside, start your car up if you have summer tires on your vehicle. Okay, a good all-season tire in light snow, you know, you'll be okay. Just drive smart, you'll be okay. Now, anything that is below zero, even all-season tires are not going to be that great. And just realize that a severe weather-rated tire or a snow tire is going to be your best bet. And as far as all seasons go, there's not very many manufacturers that have a severe weather-rated all-season. I know Michelin makes one. I believe Continental makes one, and there's just not a lot there to choose from. All-terrains, you can find all-terrains that have the 3 peak and snowflake on the tire, and you know, that's probably gonna be the where you're gonna want to go if you're driving in these conditions quite often. Now, there are all seasons that have a mud MS on them, which is mud and snow rated, but again, light snow and, you know, maybe a thin film of mud on a hard pack road. That's about all they're good for. So that's enough of that. Let's get into driving in the snow in slippery conditions. First thing you're going to want to do is realize that it's going to take you more time to get somewhere. You're going to have people driving slow on the roads or crashing and whatnot, and you want to give yourself time to deal with that. And you're also going to want to give yourself time so you're not rushing yourself. What you need to learn is, no matter what you're driving, you need to be more deliberate and smooth in your actions. With acceleration, you're gonna just, you know, easy on the gas, get it going, and try and keep your wheel slipping down. And it doesn't matter if you have a car with traction control and stability management and all this goodness, it'll still slip and slide. Again, it's vehicle's only going to be as good as the grip that it gets on the road. You know, and you're going to want to drive slower. Give yourself plenty of distance between you and the next vehicle on a highway. Also, start slowing down early for stops signals in turns. When you come up and approach a turn, what you're going to want to do is make sure you're braking in a straight line before the turn, and give your tires enough of a chance to slow down and grip in a straight line. You don't want to give them too much to do. If you're turning while you're braking, you're giving the tire too much to do. Also, if you're making lane changes, make sure you're making slow and deliberate inputs to change lanes. Put your blinker on, give people plenty of notice, and give yourself plenty of time to make a lane change. If your vehicle starts sliding, don't jam on the brake. There's a technique that you can learn, and it's called threshold braking. Even a vehicle that's ABS equipped will completely lock up on ice and snow. As a matter of fact, that is the only time when an ABS system is at a disadvantage, is on ice and snow and loose surfaces. So what threshold braking is you step on the brake pedal and you come just to the point of activating that ABS system. If it activates, you can just ease off a tad bit until you're not using that system. And what you're doing is you're maintaining the tire rolling while you're slowing down, and that's going to give you control while you're steering, because a locked up tire is not going to give you any type of steering input whatsoever. You're going to keep going in the direction of travel, and you're not going to be able to make any steering inputs. That's one of the reasons as to why you also need to slow down and give yourself plenty of space between you and the vehicle in front of you. And also planning ahead. And planning ahead, make sure if you're going to exit, to ahead of time move in that lane that is going to give you time to exit. And exits generally have snow piled up in them, and they're a sharper curve than what you would be on the highway, and you're going to be under braking a lot of times, and that's usually where you end up going off the road. As a matter of fact, there's a guy just down that exit there that went off the road, and I'm probably going to circle around here to go see if they need some help. And that's it. It's very basic. Very basic. And all I can say is, if you don't feel comfortable driving in those conditions, just stay home. Call in for work. Take the day off. Take the lost pay. Be late for the doctor's appointment. Miss the doctor's appointment, because if you're not confident in driving in these conditions, it's just not worth taking the risk and not getting there at all, or not coming back home, or putting someone else at risk because you slid into their vehicle on the highway. And I just want everybody to be safe and stay safe, and don't take my advice as given law or whatnot. And there's definitely many other YouTube videos and channels, and those from professional drivers out there, that I suggest you go and look up and find and take those techniques into consideration, because in the end, you're only reliant on yourself for your safety, and you can't blame anybody else for you not being safe. So I wish you everybody the best, and be safe in your travels.